All right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Get Growing weekly work session with GetOiling. I'm Coach Ashley, joined today by founders Greg and Amanda Kilwine. Jessica and Colin are here, and we have a special guest from our friends at GROworkspace. Krissy, founder of GROworkspace, is here. Hi.
Hello, hello.
As you guys are coming in, say hello in the chat. I know we've got a lot of folks who are really excited to see what we're going to share today. If you guys were not in the GROworkspace training yesterday that they had on their platform, then this might be a thing that's brand new to you and may blow your mind. I think that this is something that we've been wanting to do for a long time, is work with content partners to use their amazing content to put into vaults for you guys to use to have a complete system to teach your team. You already have access to things like campaigns that can drip information out and teach via text and email. But now there is an entire complete resource that you can use to teach your team, your builders specifically, no matter what your personal level of expertise is, how they can get started sharing the right way. So today we're going to talk about the Grow Like a Boss bootcamp and how you can get that vault and that whole challenge experience directly into your GetOiling account, modification steps and things like that that we can use for it. And then we have got 3 website reviews that we will be conducting at the close of our call. So without further ado, Krissy, can you tell us a little bit about, first, I guess, for those who don't know about GROworkspace, if you guys have been hiding under a rock, let's hear about GROworkspace. And then tell us a little bit about the Grow Like a Boss bootcamp.
Yeah, absolutely. So we create marketing material and business training for people building their young living businesses. And so, it originally started with me creating business training for my own young living business because I was answering the same questions over and over again. And I was like, I need to save myself time. I need to get what we're now calling my brand partners, the information that they need to build a business, because that's how I'm going to grow my business faster. And so I just started creating these trainings to help my team. And I would direct them to those trainings and say, I love that you're asking me about the compensation plan. Go check out these trainings that I put together. And then they'd come back and they'd say, okay, 99% of my questions were answered, or everything was answered, but now I have this new question. And so then I would get to focus really specifically on now more advanced questions that they have. And so it was saving me a lot of time. It was helping train them faster. And we opened it up to everyone else. But along with that business training, we create, classes, text campaigns, social media campaigns to help you teach people about the products. Because before you get brand partners, typically you need members that are using the products, right? So it's a combination of both providing you pre-made content to educate people on the Young Living products and then education on the business side, because we really want both. So that's kind of in a nutshell of how we got started and what we do for you guys.
That's so exciting. So just so you guys know, Krissy is a leader in Young Living, has been for some time. And if you want to know how to duplicate, you need to be looking at what successful people are doing, and you need to literally actually duplicate the things that they're doing. And so the difficulty with duplicating often lies in sort of this telephone game, or this sort of backwards trying to figure out how someone else did a thing that maybe you're not connected to. But you get to kind of jump over that sort of learning curve and go straight to the stuff that works. And in particular, where we're talking about being able to best support your members, whether you're brand new or this is just something you do part-time. Not everybody in this business really wants to learn to do and be a master of all the working parts and pieces. So you outsource to the experts. And that's what you get to do when you plug in GROworkspace content into your GetOiling platform. So let's talk a little bit, Krissy, about the Grow Like a Boss bootcamp, because this is our first collaboration on a full vault. Tell us a little bit about sort of what that training looks like and what the experience would be like for people who are using it.
Yeah, first I want to talk about the duplication piece that you mentioned. We want to be able to duplicate, but I think it's even more complex yet more simple with duplication. You can have a really complicated process and then teach someone how to do it, and that's duplication. But no one likes complicated and no one has time for complicated. So where the golden nugget is being able to come up with a system and a process that's simple enough for someone to do the same thing, to duplicate that, even maybe make it their own a little bit, add their personality in, but replicate that process in that system. And what I have done with multiple brands is incorporating the automation factor, because I don't want to spend all of my time on work. I'm homeschooling my children. I want to do fun things. We've got a boat. We want to be able to go use it. Lots of other things. Some of you have day jobs that you have to do during the day. And so being able to automate the process and have a lot of the pieces that you would normally have to do manual or start doing manually, take those off of your plate, so that you can work less time in your business and get greater reward. Or the time that you're working in your business is focused on the things that you really love doing or the things that you're really good at. And so that is where this Grow Like a Boss bootcamp and this complete funnel system really came from. It's like we're implementing all of this automation through GrowWorkspace, like stuff that we bring you, emails we bring you, systems that we put you through, trainings that we put our new members through. It's all automated. We're just sitting over here working on new projects while you're going through all this onboarding training. So that needs to be something that you're doing for your young living business. And so we're providing it for you through this boot camp. So, what it looks like is, if you're a platinum member in GrowWorkspace, then you get access to this boot camp and you can run it for your team. And then we have set up, with the help of GetOiling, the landing pages that someone comes to say, okay, yes, I want to be a part of this boot camp, whether it's an ongoing cycle that they just opt into and move through automatically on their own, or a group session that you're providing. So you've got the landing pages, which triggers the automatic email system and funnel that they go through, gives them access to the actual trainings, and links up to GrowWorkspace, the free account that they can access the content that they really need to teach them. And so as a leader, you get to say, I have this amazing training that I didn't have to do much to do, and it's going to give you all the information you need. And now I can just be here to support you on the deeper things, on the connection and the communication and the relationship piece of what it takes to really build a solid business.
Oh, that's so exciting. Who is here right now who would be so excited to actually see what this looks like in person, how you can actually get access to this? Guys, what we're talking about here is the ability for you to literally have a link inside of your Facebook group for your members, inside of a welcome email, what have you, where they can literally click, sign themselves up, and then the system takes care of the rest. Right? And then of course, if you wanted to do it live, there are options for that as well. If you wanted to maybe do this once a month or, or a few times a year, you could do that. But we also have the evergreen option that we'll talk about here in a bit. So yeah, I'm going to share the screen real quick. So you guys know, you do need to be a GrowWorkspace Platinum member to get this, but you will find a resource sharing link inside of your GrowWorkspace account for that. And where you're going to go when you click that link is to a page that looks like this. Okay, so this is our Jane account in GetOiling. So all you're going to do is click this little box here and claim it, and you're going to get all the things that you see on this page. There is an actual page that's going to explain all of your options, it looks like, with instructions on how to use all of this. Is that right?
So the custom, you're talking about the custom page? Mm-hmm. The custom page is essentially a landing page. I know you guys call it custom pages and GetOiling. It's just a spot where someone would land and decide if they want to trigger what we call evergreen training, where it just happens automatically behind the scenes and you don't have to really do anything. Or they can choose if you're doing a live challenge. There's a button that says basically, do you want to get started right now and move through this, on your own with some of my support? Or do you want to participate in this group challenge that will start on a specific date? So it just gives them two options. You don't have to use this page if you just want to set up an evergreen bootcamp where it's just on your website and people can sign up whenever they want. Or if you just want to be leveraging live trainings and do them every month or every quarter or twice a year, you could just have that. So this is just if you're kind of constantly doing both, you've got that evergreen and then you're doing maybe quarterly challenges, you can put the date for the next one and they can opt in to get them set up with that. So that's what that custom page is.
That's amazing. You guys have options and it's all done for you out of the gate. And we actually show you here where you would be customizing. And there are recorded trainings on stuff like this in your Grow Workspace, in your workspace as well. So we've got a landing page for the evergreen. And guys, for those of you who don't know, evergreen, like a tree as an offer, is something that's good all the time. It's not tied to a specific date or season or month. Your members will be able to opt themselves into this and then receive this content to go at their own pace. Maybe when they first get started, they don't have to wait until you run a live boot camp, that kind of thing. And then of course you do have the option to do this live. There's obviously a great benefit to running a live boot camp, getting momentum and excitement going together. And then you've got campaigns. These are the drip messages that go out. And then we've got a reminder email that's a saved reply that you can schedule out to people when you're doing a live call. And then you've got the vault, which has all of the teaching content done for you. So again, all you have to do here is click this, and now this stuff is in your account. All right, this is really exciting. So let me go show you what that custom page looks like that Krissy just mentioned. This is the bootcamp options. And then we'll go look for the vault as well. This is so exciting. All right, so we're gonna look up bootcamp. There it is. So you can just search, if you have a lot of custom pages, just search for bootcamp. And I'm gonna actually just view it so we can see what it looks like when it's complete. So this is exactly what you'll get, right? And so now you can have them go straight to this. Look at that, they can opt themselves in, they get into the vault. Totally automated. Really exciting stuff. So there's that. Let's go look at the vault here.
And you guys are more than welcome to change pictures. That was a picture of me on a computer with a dog. If there's a different picture you want because it will fit your brand a little bit better, by all means, change the pictures. You know, we've strategically between, you know, Ashley's marketing expertise and mine, kept the content light and short. People don't like to read a lot. You know, they want, you know, visually what's in store, print your workbook. We're doing that on purpose. If you don't know a lot about copywriting and visual aspects, you know, we've got professionals that have put this together to do that. But if there are little things you want to tweak because your messaging, your personality, you want it to shine through a little more, or the visuals, you have permission to do that. I just want to make sure everyone knows that.
Absolutely. And I'll show you how you can swap that out in just a minute. I think most of you guys are pretty well aware of how to swap out images, but we can definitely show you that. But I wanted to show you something cool on this page in particular, and I think in a couple of other spots in the vault. For those of you who are Grow Workspace affiliates, grab your affiliate link and use it for this link right here and for this image right here, because your members who joined this, in order to do the, you know, actually follow the steps, get the workbook and stuff from Grow Workspace, they're going to be creating a free account, right? And that's tracked to you. And if they upgrade to a paid account, you get that affiliate commission, right?
Yeah, 20%.
Awesome. So what that looks like, you guys, is when you go to, for those of you who are affiliates, you want to see how to do this real quick, go to the Start Here page in your Bootcamp Vault. And you scroll all the way down here to the bottom and you see this is already hyperlinked. Go to edit that link. Right now it just goes to Grow Workspace. You put your affiliate link right here and then you update it and save it. And now you're able to refer in a more formal way your members to a free account, and they can do the bootcamp. They don't have to pay for Grow Workspace to participate in this bootcamp, right?
Yes. They used to have to join to be able to access the business training, but now we have the entire business training in the free account. And this boot camp links over to lessons in the business training. So they can do it for free, which is amazing for you guys, that you can run a boot camp that people can participate for free and get them trained to start their business. And then they're going to want to upgrade to platinum so they can have all of these resources to do the same thing, to duplicate the same thing. And so they'll sign up and you'll get that 20% commission, and the process will continue over and over and over again.
Awesome. Yeah. And so just so you guys are clear, all you have to do is click this great picture of Krissy and hit this little replace button, and you can put whatever you want right here if you wanted to customize this. And of course the text is customizable wherever you want it on this page as well. Highly recommend you keep it, keep it as is, because it's going to work for you the way it's designed to if you do that. So that is so we looked at the vault, we looked at this page. What else should we be looking for here? We do have campaigns in here. Let's see. And these are all going to be, if you look up bootcamp, because obviously if you have a lot of grow stuff in here like we do, you might see a lot of options to go through. There we go. So we have a live, we have an evergreen check-in. So what does that look like? So if you're doing evergreen and this campaign is attached to that person, and actually let me take a step back. Where do you attach these? Is it on that page that we just looked at?
It just triggers. So for the evergreen, once they opt in, it will automatically tag them as, I have to relook to see. I think it's just bootcamp, tags them, and then it automatically triggers these emails or texts. So it will go out either way, however they want to. And so there's just a couple, there's 4 set that says like, great, you're in, we're excited to get started. And then a few days later, yep, how's it going? So just checking in. So for example, I cannot keep track of following up with a million people at a time. And I just had someone who reached out to me. I was like, hey, I want to do this business. I'm going to sign up with you. And so it's like, perfect. She goes, where should I start? And I said, let's start with the boot camp. And so directing her, hey, you can just go to my website, click work with me, click on the boot camp and sign up. And so having her sign up, everything gets triggered. And so she's going to get a text from me that says, you're signed up. And then the next text will be a few days later, and it's going to say, hey, how's it going? It's automatically going to send out. I don't have to remember to send this message to someone. They're very short and sweet. They're very, evergreen-esque and generic enough to where we didn't want to say like, I know you've been doing the boot camp. Like, we don't know if they've been doing the boot camp. So they are very generic. How are you feeling good about where you're at? I have no idea where they're at unless we've, had a conversation, or even if we have talked, maybe they responded after the first message and we talked a little bit and I found out they're on day 2 or 3. But someone else was farther ahead. Again, it's going automatically. So it's still designed to be fairly generic to just find out how it's going, so that you don't look bad when you say like, how is day 5? And they're like, I told you yesterday I hadn't got started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And it keeps it truly evergreen. And it looks like these are really designed for response to get engagement.
Yes. Exactly. And so while everything is automatic, even people could sign up that you didn't even know, and you'll get that notification, it is prompting them to engage with you, because it still takes building a relationship to build your business. So that's what I want you to focus your time on, is building relationships with people and having the training automatically set up, but the training is designed to get them to interact so you can build a stronger relationship with them and get to know them and support them where they need and when they need.
Real quick, because I see there's a couple of questions coming in. I want to be able to help. These are all of the landing pages for this are made in custom pages, right? You didn't use the landing pages feature for this, right? Or did you?
I think 2 are the landing pages, the opt-in pages. So the first custom, yeah.
Okay, so there's a question here from Cornelia. Do I have to adjust the links to both landing pages, Evergreen and Live? I clicked yesterday while adjusting, and both were referred to Krissy's page. So yes, you will need to adjust the links in these landing pages. So the campaign should already be attached. So this is all here. So you just go to your settings on that page, and you're going to want to change the link here to, which one is this? It's to the vault. So you grab the link to your vault. Let me show you how you do that.
Yeah, so the Evergreen sends them to the vault. The live training will just send them back to a website. So you'll want to put your website in. And that was just so that they could go to their email to get the information about when the live training is going to start and like what you want them to do next, instead of just going to the vault and being like, wait, what? I don't know what to do. So we kind of want to force them to go to their email, and that's why it's done that way.
Excellent. So what that means, Cornelia, is you're going to go to your vaults here and you're going to look for the bootcamp vault. Where it says open vault, just copy this link and then come back over here to your landing page, and in the settings, replace the Grow Workspace link that's here with yours, and then you save it. It's already got Grow Like a Boss Bootcamp set up here. If you wanted to add another tag here, you could do that. Everything else is good to go, is the same. So you would just copy that and save it, and then that will work for you completely. So that is one thing that you want to make sure that you edit. So that was the evergreen one. And then let me look at Bootcamp again here. All right, and then the live one, you said just direct back to your website.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And that's already set up to go there. Now you do have to, when you're doing it live, edit any of these live resources to reflect the actual dates.
Yep. And, or if you're not going to do a Zoom call, we recommend doing, running this for 3 weeks, 5 days each week, Monday through Friday, and giving them weekends to catch up or whatnot. And so we recommend doing a Zoom call every week, or maybe you do it on the weekend. And so if you are going to do that, you'll have to put in your information, your link to Zoom or whatever other website or webinar platform you use, and the date and time that will be. If you're not going to do it, you're going to want to remove that from the section.
Perfect. All right, I'm going to start going through some questions here, guys. If you have questions about this or about Grow Workspace, this is the time to ask them and get them answered. After we're done with this section here, we're going to head over into some website reviews. Jen asks, how do I know if I'm platinum? I have Grow Workspace and GetOiling. So you'll be just logging into your Grow Workspace account, right?
Yeah, log into your workspace, and in the top right corner, you can see your profile and then go to plans. It will show you exactly what plan you have. And if you joined before November 1st, then you were automatically upgraded to platinum.
Excellent. Let's see, we've got a question here about whether this applies to Canadians. Is there a Canadian resource bundle for this?
Yes, we released the US one yesterday, and so there will be a Canadian one coming out very soon. We're just making sure all the links link back to the proper places in Grow Workspace, and then that will go live. And then we will have a Spanish version of this as well that is in Spanish. So those are kind of our three: US, English, and Spanish, and Canada are where we really focus our attention. So you will have that very soon.
Excellent. That's great news. Let's see. Can I adjust the affiliate link in the workbook as well? So I think in this, the whole purpose of this, aside from actually working with your members, where the workbook is concerned, is to have your affiliate link here to move folks over to get the workbook. So if you are instructing them via your link to sign up for their free account, then you don't need to change the workbook link. Right? Would you say that's true?
So I think there is, and I don't know if you can click into it to see, but if not, inside the workbook, there are 2 places where you may want to modify some content. And so Claire and I actually have a meeting this week to create the secondary workbook that you'll have access to in Grow Workspace. In that leadership training section, you'll get access to a bootcamp workbook that you can edit those 2 spots. And so you will be able to put your own referral link in there if you want, and then you can upload your own workbook. But if you're like not tech savvy and don't want to figure it out right away, it's already uploaded in here with the generic information so that it can be utilized. But yes, we will have a version you can edit.
Excellent. Question, is our affiliate our webpage? So you have an affiliate link inside of Grow Workspace. How do you find your affiliate link there?
So you have to be a platinum member to become a part of our affiliate program. And if you haven't set up your link yet, it's very simple. Once you log in, it literally says affiliate program. Click on that. It's a page where I tell you all about it. And then it just says become an affiliate. And it takes your name, creating a user ID, or it's just your email. Use the email that you use with Grow Workspace, and then create a password, and then your PayPal email, and poof, you're done. And then it will we'll switch it over to a dashboard. You can log into your dashboard, and that's where you find there's 2 links. One that will direct them to our main website page that has them sign up for the free account. So that's the link you would want to use here in this process. And then there's another link if you end up having someone that's like, I just know I want to go straight to platinum. Perfect. We don't want to have any barriers to stop them from doing that. So you have a secondary link that takes them straight to the plans and pricing page where they can sign up right for platinum straight away.
Excellent. Brandy asks, I already have a business builder vault. Can I add this as an option within that vault, starting with a custom page, or do I need a separate vault? So technically, Brandy, you could take these components and plug them in. So the page from this vault, you could copy into another vault, the class from this vault. So this is inside of the vault here. This is a class. Once you have this in your system, you could copy this into your business builder vault. If you're going to use this route, understand it is going to be a lot more complicated, and your landing pages need to reflect that you're sending them into your builder vault in GetOiling and indicate the dates and all of that kind of stuff. You'll still want to use the landing pages so that you can tag them on the campaign so that they get the information that they need for what they opted in for. Highly recommend that you use this as designed, unless you're just really bent on creating something super custom, but that is a possibility to copy those resources over. Okay, Shauna, will the Boss Bootcamp workbook be updated with all the new terminology changes from customer, brand partner, a new VO, and shopping platform?
Yeah, it actually, I believe it is updated. That was like something I think we did the night before we went live yesterday.
Wow.
So it is, I will double check. Maybe there was a glitch on updating that link, but it should be updated. So if you have downloaded an old one, yes, go in there, and we will continue to update it as things change, as the rewards, essential rewards shifts. That's not going to be until I think February, Young Living had said. So, we've left it in for a little bit of time, but all of that gets updated in the business trainings that they're directed to and everything for new language. So double check it, but it should be updated.
Okay, so Allison says, I jumped on a little late. I'm a Platinum Grow member and basic GetOiling member. I don't see in GrowWorkspace where I can get the bundle and GetOiling like I've done for classes, but I see the bootcamp and Grow. So how would someone go about finding the link in here to get this?
Yeah, perfect. So let's go to the English market for now, because this is the one that we have live. Go into business trainings and tools. Go to Grow Like a Boss Business Bootcamp. And you'll notice right here that we don't have the access to the leadership training. You can see that it's locked. So first, when we launched this, we really wanted our members to go through the bootcamp to experience it. And, if you don't want to take the whole 15 days because you want to run this, maybe you're an experienced leader, just take a peek at the days so you know what is in there and what we're directing them to. But if you go to day 15 and you open day 15, I'm giving you the quick hack here, click complete, and then it will unlock, you might need to refresh, but it will unlock the leadership training. So now the leadership training is unlocked. So now you've completed this training yourself and you now can run it as a leader. So if you scroll down this GetOiling funnel resources, that is the lesson where you're specifically going to find directions and the link there. And I uploaded the training video that we did yesterday into this up at the top. So you can watch that live training that we did to release it there if you've got some more questions about it.
Excellent. So you recommend still that if you have not been through the bootcamp yet, that you go through it yourself so you know what you are. I mean, obviously, like you wouldn't, obviously we're trusting Krissy, we're trusting GrowWorkspace. This is going to be great content because we know that they have great content, but it's good for you to do the things that you teach and share, right? So make sure that you've gone through this as well. You don't have to wait to, start getting your team involved. You can go through it with like a partner or something like that. But definitely, of course, go through this too.
Yeah, at least opening up the days and reading the content in there, clicking on the links that take you over to the business training to read through those. So you're aware, because someone the idea is that they're going to interact and engage with you. And so if they're like, oh, I loved the lesson on, I don't know, whatever it is, social media or something. And then you're kind of like, okay. But if you've looked at it, if you've, gone through it, then you'll have an idea of what they're talking about and you can relate a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. All right. Allison says, I jumped on a little late. I'm a Platinum Grow member and basic GetOiling member. I don't see and grow. Oh, wait, never mind. I just answered that. We got that. Sorry. All right, Deb, how do you choose a live bootcamp or evergreen bootcamp when they sign up? So when you go to your custom pages after you get this bundle and you look for bootcamp, you're going to see the Grow Like a Boss Group bootcamp options. This is the page you'll be sharing that will give your people the option to either start now or start on a live date where you will edit this date here. So when you hit view on this page after you've edited it, it will take you to those options. So that's, or you could also hit view from this link here. And for some reason, my computer's not wanting to do that right now, but that's where you find that. It's in your custom pages.
Yep. Another option can be you either just offer one or the other, and then you can swap them out. So we kind of went back and forth on, you know, what's the best practice. So if you just have Evergreen and you just have the landing page straight to the Evergreen, so you don't even use this custom page, and they can only register that way. And then when you want to do a live training, maybe 2 weeks before, you swap out the landing pages and they can only sign up for the group. There's that option too, to kind of, you pick which one you want to force them into, or if you really want them to always have the option and you are running regular live boot camps, then you do this one. I would say if your boot camp is going to be more than a few months out, then I would just have the landing page for the Evergreen. And then once it gets closer, you could either swap it with this custom page that they can have both options, or just force them to do your live boot camp. You know, if it's within a couple weeks. You don't want to make someone wait too long to do the boot camp. If someone's ready to go, you want them to be able to dive into that.
So what I would recommend you guys, if you don't have a set date in the future that you plan on running a live boot camp, here's what you can do. When you go to edit section background here on this bottom part of your page, of this page, you can actually choose to hide it. If you uncheck all of these boxes, it will no longer show up on any device. You hit done, you hit save, then all people are going to see for now is this, and you don't have to delete the bottom part.
There you go. There's your nice GetOiling hack.
There's your hack for the day. All right. Carrie Gale says, I purchased the maximum package during the virtual convention for Young Living. Does that qualify me for this?
Is she talking to me or you?
You. I think so. I think it's you.
Yes. Most likely you were upgraded. If you signed up with a premium membership, which I think is what you're referring to, then you were upgraded to platinum. So you should have access. So the best thing to do is log into your workspace, click on your market. If you have multiple markets, if you signed up before and you were grandfathered in or upgraded to platinum, you actually do have access to all of the markets. So click into English for now, into the bootcamp, just as the process that we showed, and you should see it there.
Excellent. All right. Kimberly says, I'm new to GetOiling. What do you recommend I start with? Kimberly, if you are, so it depends on two things. Let's talk rank. If you are silver, if you're up to silver, anything up to silver, with fewer than a couple of business builders who are active, I would say just go with basic. If you have more business builders than maybe one or two, and you are, or you really would like to harness more automation, more branding for yourself, having more control over how you show up, I would say go with premium. All of them are going to be $1 for your first month. So pick one that you think might be the right move. It's really easy to upgrade, downgrade based on what you need. You just reach out, and there's somebody who's here on this call or that you might see on a future call or in a call in the past that's there to help you get that figured out. Okay, would this be suitable for the European market, UK?
We do have members that are in other markets. We have members in the UK, we have members in Australia. Most of the business training content is the same. The comp plan is the same. There are maybe some little differences that we found, like the essential rewards bonus was different in Canada. So there's some little discrepancies. So I would take sign up. You can cancel after a month. Take a look at the content in the business training and see, if there seems to be much that you would have to change. The biggest difference is in the resources where you can market the products. So the images of the products, the labeling might be a little bit different. And so I know Young Living is kind of particular on which labeling you're showing people. And so for Canada, we have different images that show Canadian labels than US. And then sometimes just products aren't available in your market. So there's just some little things as you're providing information that, we don't provide that face mask, so it needs to be removed from the content. That's typical. And then the English content for US is designed for compliance for the FDA. Canada doesn't have an FDA. They have something else. They can say something different. Their content is specific to them, and they can say different things. They can say a lot more medical type things than we can. So again, that's just based on where you are in Europe and what your regulations are, what you can say. I will say that our members over there have said, like, typically if it's allowed to be said in the US, it's allowed to be said in the UK. So I think there's less of that. And it's more about, do you have those products available, and, labeling per se for pictures. But the business training is pretty solid across the board.
Excellent. Yeah, it seems like that would be more universal. All right, Jen says, if we are on basic with limited set number of vaults and landing pages, is this going to use those, or how do we set this up if we have our vault already used? So you can, if you are, let's just say you are at basic and you don't need the expanded capacity, you aren't ready to upgrade, we can work with you to add extra things that you need to your account. So just contact support and we can help you get those things in place if you need a couple more vaults, a couple more classes without totally increasing your plan level. That's possible. So just reach out. When the Canadian
That is very generous that you guys do that. I just want to point that out for everyone listening. That is very generous.
We love our people.
I love it.
So when the Canadian and Spanish funnels are ready and I claim them, will I be able to use all three in one vault and add them to the bootcamp all in one, or will it all be separate vaults? So you guys will probably be building them as separate vaults, right?
Clarify a little bit on what they were asking.
When the Canadian content is finished, when the Spanish content is finished for bootcamp?
Yes. Yep, it will be separate vaults because, like I said, there are links to specific trainings and resources, even classes. So in the bootcamp, we really want to teach them, hey, here's a class or a resource you can use to teach other people about, the starter kit or these products to get started. And so we link that to a class in the free account. And so we want to make sure we're sending them to the right one and keeping things very organized. So yes, it would be a separate vault.
Excellent. Yeah. And like I mentioned before, if you wanted to create a more unified experience, just like I was saying before, if you wanted to add like the bootcamp assets to a builder vault or something like that, I could see a way, if you have all three of the classes inside of one vault, to have just a bootcamp vault and people who are all on the team together. Maybe you have like a shared chat room or something like that so that everybody's participating together. That's something that could technically be possible, but you'd be getting those delivered just like this US one is delivered here today. So if you are really primarily in one market, you've got the option to just have that as it's built. Those resource pages are going to be important as well, because then you're going to have, if you put them all in one vault, you've got like, here's the US page and then the US class, the Canada page, the Canada class, Spanish page, Spanish class. So it's doable, but we'll have them in different vaults for better design of experience. All right. Is there additional cost if we only have one vault? There is, if you want to add more, but there is a way for you to add more without going up a plan level. So just get in contact with us about that.
Excellent.
All right, Debbie, I was introduced to GetOiling and Grow and Martha's programs all at the same time. I love it all. We love you too. Can you comment on how something like Go for Gold would complement this boot camp, possibly do this program, then get them into Go for Gold or vice versa? So Debbie, Go for Gold is really about you working like yourself personally to get your systems and strategies set up to grow your business online using the GetOiling platform. What we're doing here with Bootcamp is really a contained experience that is for your builders. So you grab your people who want to get sharing and you plug them into this. And I would actually look at Go for Gold and that full integration of our platform as a much bigger undertaking than what we're talking about here. This is 14 days getting your people into specific duplicable action that's very simple. Go for Gold does get a lot more technical than this does. And I mean, like, by magnitudes. So this is probably going to be a better first thing to plug your builders into, because it is so specifically sharing Young Living focused without introducing all of the tech stuff on top of it. So I'd get them into this, get them confident with sharing, and then they're more confident moving ahead into using our platform to the full advantage. And of course, branding themselves and doing all the things that Go for Gold teaches. Awesome. Okay. Krissy, thank you so much for your time. If there's anything else you would like to add here before we start doing our website reviews, floor is yours.
Yeah, no, this was awesome. If you guys aren't a part of GrowWorkspace yet, you can certainly sign up for your free account. And I know GetOiling has their own affiliate referral ID. So definitely use their link. They can share it with you and check it out, or go straight to Platinum Plan. Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, of course. We are getoiling.com/grow, GRO. And I think that'll get you there. Is that right, Greg?
Yeah, I just put it in the chat too, getoiling.com/grow.
Excellent. So, Krissy, thank you so much for being here. You guys give Krissy some love over here in the comments. So glad to have you here today.
Thank you so much. This was awesome.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to invite first, we've got 3 folks who are going to be getting a website review today. Tanya, are you here? Tanya Latino, could you please raise your hand? Hey, there you are. All right, come on out. Let's chat. How's it going?
Hi, can you hear me?
Sure can. Tell us about what you would like some feedback on today. While I pull this up.
I love the GetOiling site. I mean, it's a little bit overwhelming because of all of the incredible features. But it's my little toddler in the back. But I really want to learn how to maximize the site on top of what I've already created. I'll be right there, sweetheart. And I also had a website done before my GetOiling site, and I'm really trying to figure out if I should abandon the one that I've already created and just go through GetOiling because it has all of these great features, or is there a way to merge both of them? Because it was a pretty big investment for my last website.
So that's a great question. It's one that we've definitely gotten a few times over the years, especially as our features have expanded to really match what you would find in other website platforms and tech stacks. It really has the answer has a lot to do with your strategy. So what were you using, or what are you using the other website for? Like, what is its business purpose for you?
It was a mix of my coaching for wellness and also Young Living, and then I stepped away from it for a while after I became a mom, and then I got revamped up, and then GetOiling came along. So I'm really trying to navigate which if I should just use GetOiling and abandon my other one, which is going to be hard to do, but I'm looking for maximized results.
Okay, yeah. So really, it is definitely possible for you to do that. We have a lot of folks. You can, if you go to our FAQ page, you can see quite a lot of examples, and this is really just barely scratching the surface of folks who have branded themselves fully, right? So when you start, you've got, a pre-made great thing, and you can obviously customize, like you've got your pretty picture here, but this is what you get when you sign up with us. And it's, a lot of folks leave it at just this and make their sharing and their organization easier, but you can brand yourself completely using this and customize to the nth degree. So if you're coaching, you have the ability to collect payments on your site to have sales pages, to have paid membership if you have recurring. We actually, some of our content partners who create email and text campaigns and graphics actually host their content on our platform. So they actually serve our people while putting their business structure on our platform itself. So we also have, we've created a separate platform that's geared straight toward coaches who are not Young Living distributors. So we actually are built to work for coaching businesses. You could absolutely put everything here. I mean, when you've got your CRM, your landing pages, your payment, your fulfillment, and everything in one place, it cuts a lot of expense in the long term and a lot of headache, from having to manage inevitably, whether you're using, Lead Pages, Kajabi, Entreport, whatever, like you've got, you always have to connect 3, 4, 5 different other things to make everything work together. But with us, you don't have to worry about that. So you could, and I tell you what, if you are, if you're looking at that as an option, I recommend that you maybe reach out to support and ask for the link to maybe hop on a call with me, because I can, give you, I look more into your business and how it works, I can give you some more specific insight, with a more dedicated space of time.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And one other question, I have Goal for Gold, and I'm also doing HBR. And the one thing that I'm getting stumped on is how to use the vault correctly. So from what I understand is you can create different vaults for different purposes and topics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll actually here, let me show you an example. If I go to, so this is the Jane site. This is our dummy site here. She has a member area that's fully built out as an example for someone who is some kind of a coach, who also is a Young Living distributor. So if you have all the things Jane offers, you are a client of hers, you've been a lead at some point, you are a Young Living member, and you are a builder, this is what the experience would look like. This is an actual member education vault. I use this as a template for my private clients. And what we do here is we use the amazing education tools. We make them sign up for GrowWorkspace, because then they get this amazing oily education vault that has, look at all the bundles.
Wow. Okay.
So people can peruse at their own interest. So let's just say, for instance, they want to learn about pets and animals. The sway is there, the worksheet's there. People can put their testimonials here. And so now you have a whole member experience for your members that's about education. When you go back out here, what's that? I'm sorry?
See, seeing this is very helpful.
Good. I'm glad. We do something similar as well for builders. That way you're keeping it separate. Not everybody who wants product wants to build. So we keep a separate area here. This would be her coaching program, right? So some people are going to log into the member area and only see this vault because that's what they've purchased access to. And then this is a lead group here as well. And of course, now this is here, which is cool. But yeah, so she's got it all branded out for all of the different sort of doors you can enter. So you really can, and I think this is where many can get overwhelmed with our platform. You can customize and make it work exactly how you want to. And so if you aren't clear on what you want, you see that every option exists, and we, kind of get deer in the headlights about it. So yeah, you can make it do whatever. I mean, this could be something that people join for free. This one right here, from a link from your blog, right? But maybe they have to pay $200 a month or $2,000 one time to get access to this one. And then of course, they'd need to join you with Young Living to be able to get into these. And maybe you offer Young Living and talk about that for your clients who are inside of this coaching program. So the sky's kind of the limit, but it all is going to fall into more or less the same modular pieces. So, there's going to be pages, there's going to be classes, and potentially chat rooms, no matter how you slice it. And of course, if you are in HBR Go for Gold, then, this layout probably looks really familiar to you because those are built on this platform as well.
Amazing. This was a great help. I had a good amount of questions answered. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be looking for a outreach from you. Happy to chat with you some more.
Thank you, Ashley.
Absolutely. All right. Beatrice, are you here? If you could come out and raise your hand, we would love to chat with you. Let's see. Yes, Beatrice, and I don't think I have a link for you here. So I'm looking for you. I hope you were able to make it. And I don't see you here. So tell you what, if she shows up, we'll head over to start chatting there. Debbie, are you here, Debbie? Debbie McHugh, let's talk. How's it going?
Can you hear me, or
I can. Yep, we can hear you just fine. Oh, I think you're muted now, though. Heard you for a second there.
How's that?
There we go. Hi.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. Happy to chat with you.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us about what you're looking for here in the way of feedback.
So I guess when I first came into this, it was absolutely only towards Young Living. But, you know, as you know, I asked the question about Go for Gold, but I'm also an HBR. So I've really expanded the breadth of what I'm looking to offer on my website. So as I began to build my custom one, I feel like what I'm doing is really stepping away from Young Living being in the forefront and really trying to put my bat signal and what I want to really help people with dead center. And then if Young Living comes along for the ride, that's even better. So on my homepage, honestly, I get a lot of people that go to it, but nobody really does anything off it. So I don't know if it's just not interesting, if it's not eye-catching. I
Got you.
You know what I mean? And I try to make all my links work, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be doing much for me. But I like it. But I guess you should like your own site, but I just want it to work.
Of course. Yeah, you should.
You know what I mean?
It's your calling card, which to kind of play off of that point, your website is only as effective as your strategy around using your website is from the outset, right? Like your website is either a well, okay, I'll equate it to a business card, right? If you've ever been to networking meetings, or like you've had business cards, or you've been given business cards, what do people usually do with business cards? Like unless they are, you know, like a shark prospector dialing for dollars, it usually gets tossed, right? If you are using it for a specific purpose, it can fulfill its specific purpose. But the way that most people, and this is following the HBR and Go for Gold strategies and a lot of what I teach here on the weekly work session, your website front page, this is really just going to be a credibility enhancing directory for you, where people really need to be showing up. The place that they're going to land and do something is going to be where you put your content. So you got a nice page set up. Now it's time to start establishing yourself, sharing that bat signal goodness, your credibility with content. Now, you don't have to do this with a blog. I really recommend that you do. Last week's training, I really talked about this a lot. Having that content here, even if it's just a few, it makes a world of difference, right? Like if you wanted to be a featured speaker, or you just wanted people to reach out and be like, hey, you're an expert on this, right? In order for them to ascertain that, they need to have read some published work that you have, and Instagram posts and Facebook posts just don't count, right? So YouTube channel is a great place to go to create content. I would pick one that feels more comfortable and natural for you for content creation, and just roll with it with the plan to do both. Just because when you are showing up and answering people's questions that they're Googling, and if you're, you know, it's YouTube and your blog, people are able to find you organically by searching for answers to questions that they have, and you have the opportunity to show up long term as someone who's showing up answering those questions. And that's what people are going to come for. You know, people aren't going to be, you know, just off somewhere and they're like, oh, well, let me click on, you know, let me click on Debbie's website today. Let me check what's Debbie up to. But if they're subscribed to your blog, they like to read your content, they love what you have to say, then this does more for you, because maybe they read a blog post that they find really interesting, And then they're like, well, what's she about? Like, what else is going on with her? Maybe you talk about something else that's happening on your site that gives them a reason to go do something, gives them a reason to go check something out. And then of course, if you're using, funnels, if you're using lead magnets to get people opted in, then, those are the people who are going to get pinged and emailed, texted, whatever, when you write new content, when you are going to go live or whatever that is. So the next step for you, if you really want this to become more effective, is to create content.
So on the homepage, I don't know if we got down that far. Like if you go to my homepage, if you go down a little bit more, so that's a lead magnet. That top, that in the black, that's the lead magnet. And then I just have a video underneath.
Deb, this isn't working.
Where is it? I did.
It's going back to the homepage. So I'm going to stop my share here real quick so that I can log into your account. We can find out what's going on with this. Go ahead.
I did some fixing because I saw that. So it works on my computer right now.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
I can refresh it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, let's investigate this real quick. So I'm going to go to, let me get off of where your dashboard is so we don't share anybody's contact info. There we go. All right. So we're going to go to your pages here.
I'm thinking I just changed the name. I kept it the same one, but I changed the name. So I'm thinking that maybe the web address, it's the one that says 3 on accomplishing more and having your body ready. That's the one it's supposed to be.
This is the landing page?
That's the, I guess, lead magnet landing page. Yeah, I wanted that button to be connected to.
So is this what delivers, or are you selling something here? I would love to meet these folks. Look into chat. So what, is this the value you're delivering on this page? So somebody's opting in to get what's here, or?
They're opting in to connect with me.
Okay.
To kind of make that connection. And then further down on the homepage, I actually have a class that they can opt into, so they can, I tried to do like lead magnet. Do you just want to get connected? I did a video of myself. I have my my blog, my YouTube link, etc. And I tried to layer them down.
Got you. Okay. So tell me more. Okay. So these are, 3 tips.
I think that's just the wrong H. Yeah.
Here, this is where you want to send them though, right? This one right here?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to copy that and paste that in here. I think it just didn't copy the whole thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Okay.
So let's go update and save, and then that should work.
Okay. So yeah, that's just a lead magnet. Like, do you want to connect? So
got you. Well, so let's make sure that we're getting this. So here's the most important thing your website, just this page itself, can do for you. The most important thing is people land right here and they're barely paying attention. And you want to be able to say, hey, you person, call them out. I help you get this thing that you want.
Okay.
And then you tell them that you're going to give them a thing to help you get it. You put a button up here, you tell them to click it. That makes them your lead. And then you send them off to this page or whatever else. So if we're not collecting people's names and email addresses, specifically on the top part of this page, we're not going to see this page doing what we want for us quite as effectively. So what I might encourage you to do is to take this button and maybe let's put it up here.
Okay.
Right? That's number one. And then what I want you to do with this is, instead of redirecting this off to another link, we're going to make this collect a lead here. So when you do the hashtag lead and we update that, let's go to the settings. Oh, okay. So you've already got a little something in here. So this is where you complete your funnel, right?
Okay.
So where you want them to go after they register is to that page, right? Those 3 tips.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right? So what you want to do is change this right here to say, enter your name and email so you can get my 3 tips for yada, 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 right? Save that here. Make sure you've got a campaign.
Okay.
Right? Make sure you've got a campaign and make sure you've got a tag here. So this is going to be a lead and this is going to be 3 tips, right?
Okay.
So now, and this is how you know you're being effective, Now, when you get a new lead, someone signed up for some information on your site, all you have to do when you go to your contact manager is filter for the tag lead or the tag 3 tips. And now you
Okay.
know that someone has gone to your site, wanted to learn more from you, and put their information on the page. That's really what this page is supposed to do for you, and really
Okay.
what your site period is supposed to do. It establishes your credibility, and it gives you a way to collect people's information so that you can continue to be in touch with them, so that those are the people that you can share Young Living with. The thing about
Gotcha.
this is we're Young Living is not taking a back burner here. What we're doing is shifting how we're showing up so that people are interested in what we have to say, so that you have exponentially more people who will be ready to hear about Young Living from you.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Excellent. Yeah. So I would, again, I would get this copy and this button further up the page, just so that it's there, and more people can see that you have something to offer them and do something about it when they land there.
And so then down below where I have like the buttons that you can connect in with my blog, my YouTube, just kind of leave that there.
Yeah, there's no problem with having more of this kind of stuff here. I think that's really great. It's a good thing to have further down the page, because, if people keep scrolling, you're giving them more options of things that they can do and peruse.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a good thing to have here. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming out, Debbie.
Yep.
All right. So we have, if Beatrice was able to come back, I would love to be able to chat with you. But if not, I guess we're going to have to go on our way. All right. I guess we're good then. All right. We did have a few more questions, it looks like, pop in that we can answer before we run off. Can you plan how you created sections within each vault group? Jolene, there are 3 different types of things that can go into vaults. If you go to getoiling.com/member training, that is a free course that'll teach you the things you can do with vaults, and sort of what those individual elements are. But what that is you're going to be creating content in a vault, and you'll either create a page, add a class, or add a discussion room. And all of the breakdown and training on how to do that is totally free. It's at getoiling.com/member training. Let's see. We use, Amy, we use the Jane Vaults as a demo, and they're also used as templates privately. So we don't just let everyone into those. Also, importantly, even when I'm working with clients, because we use GrowWorkspace in those, it's really important that folks who are accessing that stuff are also verified to be of the right membership level with GrowWorkspace, because we're using our partners' content in there as well. So that's not something that we keep open to the public, but of course you'll see glimpses of it when we are demoing it here live. Cornelia is asking, what is HBR? It's a program from Martha Krissy. If you know Go for Gold, she can help you learn more about that. Let's see, love the topic font, Debbie. Yes, that was nice. I love that green color. It's my favorite color. Sandy says, I uploaded a database in the wrong site. How do I get them back? So I assume, Sandy, you're probably talking about uploading a contact file. So depending on what happened there, maybe reach out to support so we can help you navigate that. I know it's not something that you do often, so we'd be happy to help you figure that out.
Yeah, and there is a bulk delete too, just in case, so you can go through there and mark them and delete them. I'll put the instructions in the comments here for bulk delete. Grab that link.
She's got 3 different GetOiling sites, and she uploaded a file to a wrong one.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. If you can't figure it out with the bulk delete, certainly reach out to us. We can see some of the stuff about when they were created, and that might be helpful for deleting. So yeah.
Excellent. All right, you guys, thank you for being here today. We're really, really excited to share this stuff with you, to give you these amazing new options to teach and share and duplicate with your team. If you would like to be on a future live website review, like the ones that we did today, you can go to getoiling.com/website review. If you are brand new, we're thrilled that you're here. If you've been with us for a long time, we love you so much. Look forward to working with you more in the future and seeing you on a future work session. We're here every week at noon. See you next Thursday, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day, everybody.